Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Zari asked if I'm playing out the whole campaign. That's the plan.
These holes. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
As long as I'm having fun and people are enjoying watching, I will play some Darkest Dungeon for a while. So the boss is always as far away as possible, which means right here. There is a secret room, I believe, guaranteed in a boss dungeon. We just got a really nice crit scout, but no... Oh, we didn't check for trinkets this week. Whoops. No secret room, unfortunately. Can somebody afford to take some stress? It would have been really nice to get Lash's Solace as well. Can somebody afford to take some stress to try to get rid of a negative quirk? I don't think so. These negative quirks aren't that bad right now. Am I still on a Fast and Light streak? Yeah, we're on 6-0 right now. Just won with the Stealth Bee yesterday. At what point do I stop having fun? Probably not. Depends a little bit on you guys. Like, if people in chat are having fun, it's a lot more fun for me as well. I don't know what the Shieldbreaker content's going to be like. I don't... Like, so far it's been fairly hilarious, so that was, I think, good. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect from it, so maybe it will suck, or who knows. Hopefully it will be good. This might be where I stop having fun, because I might try to full heal off this. I think I have to try to full heal off this. And by have to, I mean, like, it is correct to. I don't mean that, like, I am being compelled to. Fighting a boss with an Antiquarian. Antiquarians are fine. %hit chance.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay. Let's reacquaint ourselves with stress healing. I'm gonna speed the game up to 5 times speed, and I'm pretty sure that all of our guys will soon have no damage or stress on them.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Buff target, +5 dodge, +20% protection. Holy shit, everything's so fast. It's insane. This isn't even gonna take very long. So this is the big design flaw in Darkest Dungeon, I would say. It's something that's possible to look past for sure. But the devs have just never found a way to properly punish you for lingering at the end of a fight and using your character's abilities to fully heal. Yeah, this really isn't going to take long. This makes for great stream content, by the way. Well, this is one of the reasons why Darkest Dungeon isn't streamed a ton, honestly. It's hard for people who are trying to stream like a mastery of a game to get around mastery of a game being poorly envisioned by the game's developers. I'm just gonna kill them now. Okay, cool. I've thought about, like, literally just working out how to find the values in memory for characters' health and stress and just set them to full and 0 when that happens, so that we can just shortcut it. I've thought about house ruling ways to make it so I can't do that. The problem is it tempers really heavily with game balance, and it's really awkward to do. Like, you're basically talking about designing a video game at that point. If I have to change the rules of this game, I'm basically designing a new game. And that's not actually a super easy thing to do. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we won't have to do that too much. Pitch Black Dungeon has a feature where monsters get a stronger attack when there are only 2 of them. I mean, that's one way to fix it. There are a number of ways to make this impossible. Limited use per fight healing, increased penalties for fights going long, etc. Yeah. No, absolutely true. Just speedrun it? I thought about that, actually, Best Baronet. Like, legitimately, I thought about that. Speedrunning games often solves problems with them. It's funny how it works. But yeah, I'm not going to sit still doing nothing forever if I'm speedrunning a game.
To the brave and the foolhardy alike. In Radiance, may we find victory.
A couple of nights ago, I was playing the game just with no healing at all. No in-fight healing. I was allowed to heal on camps. It was like okay, but it was very shallow. Because if you look at fights, you either like heal, CC, or attack, right? And if you're going to never heal, you take out the reason to CC, because CC is largely about holding things still while you heal. And the only option you're left with in the game is attacking. And all of a sudden your tactical decision making is just very, very shallow. So I'm pretty sure there has to be a secret room in this corridor. I believe. Unless level 1 boss fights don't always have secret rooms. You basically turned the game into XCOM 2. Oh, XCOM 2.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. executed with impunity.
What if there's a secret corridor in the room? In that room? In this room? The secret corridor is always in a hallway, and it can only be revealed when you get a critical scouting ping. We have critical scouting pinged everything except these 4 tiles in terms of hallways in this dungeon. Who do we want to kill the most? Are we going to camp before the boss fight? I don't know. I was sort of thinking that I'd camp after the boss fight. We have a lot of food, so if we come out of the fight with some health damage, we can just eat to fix it. So I think we try to kill the stress damage. I think we have to hit once more before the flagellant is killing. I was wrong. Maybe I need to read what the Crusader's stun chance is, because I thought it was a lot better than it seems like it is. Is it raining? Outside it is not. It isn't inside either. I'm in a hood-wearing mood, though. What's this casual, comfy JoINrbs give me college, Professor JoINrbs? Sometimes I don't want to be uncomfortable. Sometimes it's nice to feel comfortable. Why can't Vestal heal out of fights? No reason other than because that would be OP. Yeah, 100% true.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I think that the... Wow. Wow, Ragon. I think that the most sensible way to fix it would be to reimagine how damage works and have it so people took damage which wasn't healable until you went back to town, or maybe you could heal it when you camped, and have it so healing abilities worked great to patch up all the other damage. But like, when my guy goes down to 24 hit points here, maybe one of his max HP goes down as well. So he's at 24 out of 32 for the rest of the dungeon, for example. Having thought about it like quite a lot, that's the most appealing thing that I've thought of. I'm not a like developer of this game, so I can't really do that. Like, I can't just make the game work that way. So I am left not knowing what to do exactly, even if I have an idea that I don't hate. You're gonna be teaching me about game theory and design. You gotta wear the costume, JoINrbs. You're sorry, but those are the rules. You don't think people who know things about game theory and design dress like this ever? I think they do sometimes. Split damage like some fighting games do, only have some of the health lost healable. That's basically what I just said, right? That's what I was trying to say.
Destroy them all.
Jade. 700 gold worth of jade. The Antiquarian makes it so more gems drop, so we are more likely to get a big pile of this. The Antiquarian also makes us a gold pile stack higher, so we are never going to get a stack of jades that's worth more than a fully stacked gold pile. We're probably fine. We'll grab this on the way back. Let's go meet our boss. No. Yes, I mean. Damn.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Alright, level 0s including an antiquarian take on a boss. How could this go wrong? I can think of a couple of ways. The Necromancer's a fairly weak boss though. It's all about having damage. Hey potato!
Fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Is there even an anti-venom curio in this dungeon? I don't know, but there are guys who blight you. 126 hit points. For some reason I was expecting a smaller number. So we gotta keep nuking the front skeletons while the Flagellant deals damage to the Necromancer Apprentice. That's the basic idea. .75 stun resist is not 100% stun resist. That's fine though. And this is why we have Zealous Accusation. Okay. Wonder if we're just dead. These characters are pretty weak. I don't know, we'll see. Speed 2. I feel like these guys used to deal more damage than this. Festering Vapors is always hitting, always killing. A crit even. Okay, no, that was a fine round. The Clawing Dead. Alright, a club skeleton too, that's nice. He's ticking fairly heavily. Good. I believe he removes corpses every time he summons stuff. So I don't have to worry too much about those corpses. Good. Let's get a party heal. You know who could have killed a skeleton to turn the leper? That is not true. That is not true at all. The leper would have missed every attack so far and we would already be dead. I'm just telling it like it is.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of
If it looks like Balakad's gonna die, I should retreat. I see. Hey, JoINrbs! How's it going, Otter Captain? Well, we sure don't have an ability that deals damage to this well. We're just zealous it, I guess. Festering Vapors. Sort of like Festering Vapors here. Gasp, it steals my breath. I paint my ship with you. Sometimes I have to open my mouth to get more oxygen to my brain while I play this one. I think more blight on him works best, but I'm not sure. Maybe the other guy was the better target. What I did worked out exactly how I wanted it to do. It still doesn't mean it was right though. 6 feet under. Ooh. again. We are very close to done. He's dead now in 2 turns. Stun this. And he's dead in 1 turn. Put a dot on it as well. Why all madness all the time? Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon before? It's a maddening game. How much does Potato have to donate for Virtual Hug? Virtual Hugs are free, Potato. All you gotta do is ask. When was the last time I gave out a Virtual Hug? It's been too long. You can go. I hope everyone is doing the best that they can be. You know, sometimes a day is just a shit day, and you're not going to be at your best, but I hope that, you know, if your day's shit, you're still getting through it as well as you can. Don't be hard on yourself, just make sure you get the best that you can for yourself. If that made sense. Did that make sense? Maybe that made sense. This violates Twitch rules because I did it without showing cleavage. That's all I have to say about that. There was a time when you could only heal stress at camp or through events. Man. Really? Was there? Why did they change that? Sounds like a better game. Does sound like quite a better game. They seem to want like very lengthy, persistent dungeons.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And I'm like not sure that their game is well served by that design goal. Okay, we have defeated the apprentice necromancer. I don't understand why they did that. Cause like stress is that thing that creeps up on you in this game that you can't deal with. Why would you add stress heal and completely gut the entire mechanic? Why? Who did this? Why? Maybe it's because it was more appealing that way to like the average player. That's something I always struggle with. Maybe like the first time player or the person who's going to play through one campaign and then move on and isn't like reading up on all the breaking strategies on forums and stuff. Gets more out of the game if stress heal is there and it's a little bit less punishing. I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't look like I need shovels. I have a lot of anti-venoms, don't I? It's more than I need. Beagle finally did the math and figured out that TNX was unsustainable in the long run. Yeah, I can understand why average players might not be keeping up on the threads on Reddit. Alright, okay. I cannot recall why we changed our subject. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tent? Oh, this is fucked up. Never mind, that's weird. I don't actually want to read that. That's gross. Okay.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this
Hunger
place.
check. Very good. There's an accessibility thing, you think? There were a lot of people posting about stress, basically turning the game to stress RNG. Maybe they needed to tweak it so that it worked better instead of just abandoning the mechanic. I mean, they didn't abandon the mechanic. I'm being too grim right now. More grim than I need to be. I just wish that the game ruined my day more than it does. That's all I want as a player. Is that so much to ask? We're almost out of food. So I think we're gonna forego the upper corridor.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I don't really want to camp because camping requires food, and we only have 4 at the moment. I just ate some food too. Awkward. This is a tough fight. This might be a tougher fight than the Apprentice Necromancer was. I mean, it deals less stress damage to us, I guess. Unless we get crit. I don't know why the stress from corridor walking and stuff needs to have any RNG in it at all, though, JC. If you know what I'm saying. Like, if I were going to choose to have that be healable all the time, or instead just, like, make it non-RNG so people can see it coming, I would definitely prefer to just take the RNG out of it. Just make it so that everybody ticks for, like, 1 every other tile or something like that. Maybe it's a little bit less exciting to play. I'm sure it is a little bit less exciting to play. Yeah, it would be less exciting. Because it's not a slot machine anymore. But it would be more ethical. Slot machine mechanics. Yeah. Because stress was dependent on getting hit, stun was basically the meta. Well, but they just have to balance it properly. They have a system there where, like, stun, heal, and damage all have a place if it's balanced correctly. And it sounds like they just, like, rock, paper, scissors wasn't working because every encounter was scissors, so the player always used rock. And they were like, well, what if we take paper out of the game? And then, like, it's just an odd solution, you know? It's just an odd solution. I don't, why would that be your solution? I don't know.
The match is
There's a non-zero chance that I would disappear and reappear on Mars at this very moment according to quantum mechanics. How does that make me feel about RNG? Great. I feel good. I feel lovely. I feel like Alpha Strike has a really strong place in this game right now. And turtling strats are also very strong in this game. Like, the game actually has, despite the fact that you can full heal, there's still a place for Alpha Strike compositions, which is really nice. Not sure if we're coming back this way. Would need to still have food somehow. So the secret room is on that tile, I'm pretty sure. Can I just like... Can I just open it now that I know where it is? There might also not be a secret room, I suppose. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, and it just doesn't exist. I'm going to assume that we never come back again.
May indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Is there a game I've encountered with beautiful mechanics? Even an old school one. Faster than light? Secret rooms aren't guaranteed. Alright, there's probably just not a secret room then. That's fine.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Wow. Balakad! Balakad! Feeling a little bit uncomfortable with this right now. Speed 2, speed 4. I don't remember if this can hit position 3. I think it can, right? They all have terrible stress damage anyway. Okay, fortunate. Stun here. Fortunate. Reliable intel. You've been watching the Beagle series. I'm glad to hear it. It's good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, what is that first video up to now? Like 11,000 views or something? It's gotta be my most popular video on YouTube. I'm gonna ask for protection from the Flagellant. Just gonna be a baby here. Good. Could try playing the game with no stress healing. Filthy tried that, right?
A dizzying blow to body
Another
and
crit.
brain.
I feel like Filthy tried playing the game with no stress healing. Did he finish that one? You've watched me play FTL a bunch and DDR Jake. You like watching it, but it doesn't interest you to play it. What sort of game are you looking for? Because I really think that that game has the like best mechanical setup of any game I've played for a very long time. No stress healing equals Alpha Strike. Probably stress damage has to be toned down. Like, you probably just have to balance it. And unfortunately, as a player, I'm not going to balance their game. It's just not going to happen. But that's really what I think you need to do. You have to have stress be permanent damage and balance it so that just dying straight up to health damage is a threat as well. So you have to, you know...
Success so clearly in view.
Fuck, you still Alpha
Or
Strike
is
to
it
beat health
merely
damage though.
a trick of the light?
Alpha Striking's so dumb. Alpha striking is just always a problem in games like this. There's just like never a way around it. Eldritch Altar. There is a way around it, but it's always difficult. Holy water purges a negative quirk for us. Go get rid of one of these. Necromania, no longer obsessed with corpses. An improvement, to be sure. We have enough food to camp. Let's turn the lights off.
Much worse than mere trickery.
Lots of loot. Wow, we have a full stack of our antiques. That's really nice. Don't need anti-venom. Never needed anti-venom, in fact. Probably don't need bandages. No fucking coin key. Didn't let me. Did they fix that? Ow. This has gone not the best. This has gone not the... Balakat, no! No! Balakat, why? Oh, God.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
I'm gonna pray. We're going to... what? Zealous Speech, maybe? Do we care about Nighttime Ambush? Leave me in peace, rabble. No. Make me things. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so it didn't go the best there at the end, but that was like an okay dungeon. Healing abilities could be slightly stronger but have limited uses in each dungeon. Yeah, I think you could make it like one heal per fight or something, but that sort of scripts fights a little bit, unfortunately. Damage types and resistances tend to help solve Alpha Strike. Reasonable. Did she berate everyone for resting? Yeah. 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 Calm and robust. Nice. Unfortunately, calm is a negative quirk here in Darkest Dungeon.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Sanguine memory to me. Okay. Well, we killed the apprentice necromancer. The game seems to want to give us All Saints Day. Hey! 150 Wizards of Love from Ragon. Oh yeah, you're the flagellant. I thought you... you said 15 kills in the boss kill, and I was like, don't think the Antiquarian killed the boss. But no, you're right, you're the flagellant. Fair enough. The stun amulet's a very, very good trinket. We'll probably go get the stun amulet here, unless there's a long dungeon to take. We have a dazzling charm there as well. I think you go stun amulet though, yeah. I wish it was reasonable to collect all of these over the course of a campaign. Or to like maybe pick certain ones and like if you got the first of a set, the second of the set always became available at some point. They just feel like it's impossible to complete collecting them all on Bloodmoon difficulty. At least in the natural course of winning a campaign. And they're really cool. Like it's really cool to get unique stuff out of set trinkets. Calm and robust sounds like your last X. The interaction with Bleed and Blight for skeletons and blight-bearing enemies is good. Yeah, no. Like, I love the way that Bleed and Blight work. I really, really do. I love that some enemies are resistant to stuns, some enemies are really weak to, like, a mark composition, just taking them down, and, like, otherwise it's really hard to actually deal with them. There are lots of different ways to solve the problems in this game. I like it. It's just unfortunate that, you know, you can also just turtle and full heal over and over again. Ruins Tactician Slugger. Lunges melee, yeah? So this is a 25% damage boost against skeletons for lunge on this Grave Robber. I really like Grave Robbers, they're my favorite class. I am a Grave Robber in my emotes. Where'd I go? There you go. That's me as a Grave Robber. Crimson Court kind of broke the balance between Bleed and Blight. Yeah, I know, because all the Crimson Court enemies show up everywhere and they're weak to Bleed. I didn't like that very much. Did I try some mods like Pitch Black Dungeon? I never have. I'm also a Crusader. Am I? Not to my knowledge. I think we're gonna grab this Grave Robber. Digby.
Keen eye. Gold gleams like a dagger's point.
Another Flagellant, awesome. I really want to grab this Houndmaster because Houndmasters are incredible. But Fear of Eldritch is like not something I want to burn off right now and going to become an issue later. Houndmasters get better later because Cry Havoc gets better later. They're like fine now, but they get a lot better later. There's a Hellion here. We're going to take the Hellion because Hellions are insane. She's got good abilities too. I don't really have to buy anything on her to just send her into combat right now. Let's get rid of Best Beer in A. You did well. Thank you very much for your service. But it is time now for you to rest. Bellacat, maybe. Same thing.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
I don't know. Antiquarians get you so much gold that the other thing we could do is just stress heal Bellacat and send her out again.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Morgan is of the opinion that Houndmasters are bad and lepers are great. That is an odd opinion, Morgan. An odd opinion. Oh, I see. The sheet attack is the zealous. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. That's me as a Grave Robber using it though.